Hello, welcome to the first ever pre-draw for teams for Mike's annual Backyard Blongo Tournament. For you new players, we've never done a pre-draw before. We've previously drawn at the event before we start at 2 o'clock. We usually end up starting late because it takes too long to draw, and people are always socializing, getting beers, laughing and hugging and saying hi, and people get there late. So this year we're going to draw in advance so you know who you're playing with before we get there. We are filming this with Jim Gagliard's GoPro camera. He is here. He is a many-time participant, never a winner. My name is Mike Dunn. I am a 4-time champion, and with me is Rob Dunn, a 2-time champion, my brother, and Brian Kreiner, also a 2-time champion. How you guys doing?
Real good.
Great.
Getting excited for the match.
You enjoying this? All right, what we're going to do today is we're going to draw teams. Now, we want to let you know in advance. We've already sent out information saying that this was going to take place at Andy and Shannon's house in Rochester Hills. Unfortunately, Andy's dad is not doing well, and things are a little iffy there, so we've changed the venue. Graciously, the Kreiners have agreed to host the event this year. So we're going to be going to the Kreiners, and that is basically what major intersection?
Chicago Road and between Mound and Ryan.
Chicago Road between Mound and Ryan in
Warren.
It is Warren. Okay.
Kreiners Corners.
Kreiners Corners?
Kreiners Corners, yes.
All right. That's the venue this year, Kreiners Corners.
And I did, if I can interject here, as per I did do a background check on them. I went over there, had a couple old fashions. They fed me dinner. I went in the back, checked the ground. Background check completed.
All right. That's a good thing. Good to know. So we're about a month away, and before we begin the drawing, we want to let you know there's a couple of rules. We've always had a rule that once you've competed with a partner twice, you can't have them as a partner anymore. So we have a list here of who cannot compete with who. And if we draw somebody that you've played with twice before, we'll just redraw. We have 16 confirmed players at this time, but we think that we're going to have 20. So we have a couple of cards that say to be announced 1, 2, 3, and 4. What we've done with the cards is, as you can see, here's Ty Cobb. He is a 1-time winner. Rob Dunn is a 2-time winner, so he has a double box. And then, of course, there's the really pretty... Oh, there's Brian Kreiner, double box. And a really pretty card. Mike Dunn, 4 boxes.
Boy, your marker run dry after that?
No asterisk on that?
No asterisks. No. All right. So, we've done that. Also, everybody should know there is a $5 entry fee. $5 entry fee is for the winner's pot. All the money goes to the winners to be split between the two of them. You'll play a minimum of 7 games. So that only works out to 71 cents a game, which is way cheaper than golf. Way cheaper than bowling. Even darts and other beer drinking games are more expensive. We do have gold balls. We'll send out a set of rules. You'll learn all about the gold ball throw. It costs $1 every time you use it. And Rob and I will argue over what the exact rules are, but we'll get them to you. So bring singles in case you want to use.
Yeah, and I did, just so you folks know, because those of you who've played in the past, you know there's been some controversy over gold balls before and some things that, didn't quite go. So everybody knows my brother Mike here always hosts a great show. We have all the very best in pizzazz and everything for our things, but if there's one maybe drawback, is that the field's possibly not always totally level. So my job here is very similar to this tool here. It's basically a leveler. to make sure that we always have a level
Really?
playing field when we play. And so I'm going to do my best as the voice of reason here to make sure that everybody leaves knowing they got a fair shake. Continue.
Wow. All right, so let's get on with it. Here's the cards. Going to shuffle them up, let Brian do some shuffling. We're going to draw. We're going to have two divisions: the maize division and the blue division. Sorry, Jim and Gail. We're going to draw the maize A team, and then the blue A team, and then the maize B team and the blue B team.
Rob, why don't you
And
shuffle
so we'll have 10 teams all together. You're going to shuffle two. We've got the magic drawing hat, which doesn't benefit me any way, shape, or form. Throw them in there. Shake them up. And we're going to start with the first player on maize A. Here we go.
Slash no Yanni's hat.
First player on maize A.
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb, right off the bat,
Ty Cobb, a previous champion.
who won last year.
And he'll be playing with
Lori
Rory
Kreiner.
Kreiner.
Lori Kreiner.
Interesting matchup there.
They can. Yeah, Lori was really close one year.
Both highly competitive too. That ought to make it interesting.
Yes. All right, took those two out.
Yeah.
All right, now we'll go for the A-team blue A-team.
I'll draw one out of there. Let's see.
Let's try Nicole Carball.
Yes. Also known as Nikki Knoxum in the roller derby world. Very competitive. Very good athlete. Does like to shit talk a little bit. I'd like you guys all to know that, but very fun girl.
All right, a newcomer.
I like
A
trash.
first timer. All right, who's next to draw for the second member of the blue A-team? James Van Horn, JVH. Oh boy, there should be some talking going on in that team.
There's a lot of when you play those two, you're gonna hear some yapping.
Oh boy. All right.
Especially if you're part of the rules committee.
All right, B. We're now ready to do the maize B team.
Okay.
First player is
Chardon.
Chardon.
She's a sleeper.
She is.
Chard's a sleeper.
She'll have her tongue out when she throws.
Yeah, but she's very consistent.
Very consistent. All right. And she'll be playing with, to be announced, number 1. So this is one of the players. Brian's got a couple couples that he thinks will join us, and we're not sure yet. So we're not going to actually give a name until we decide who TBA 1 is.
But TBA number 1, you got you a consistent partner.
That's right. All right, the blue B team. It is whose turn to draw?
Go ahead there, Rob.
Denny Mack.
All right, Mr. Mack is a former champion. He won 1 year.
Also known to talk a little.
Oh yeah, he talks his way. He'll be a 79-year-old. He'll be the eldest,
Yes.
the senior,
Elder statesman of
the elder statesman.
That he is.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's your draw.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. With Mr. Mack. Robert Dunn will be playing with Mr. Mack. A former player, Robert has skills that are yet to develop to their full potential. Maze C team. Gail Ryan. Gail Ryan was a newcomer last year,
Very formidable.
and she didn't think she could do it, but yeah, she's competitive, and she'll be a good partner for whoever Rob draws out of the hat right now. Gail Ryan will be playing with Jay. How did you say that?
I only know him by derby names.
No,
But
Jay
I believe it's Carbajal.
Carbajal.
Jay, again, good athlete, great guy. Do a tubing trip every year, and he saves a couple lives every trip. He's the
good.
tube master.
Good to know.
Great individual.
Tube master, that sounds kind of dangerous.
Blue C team.
Laser beam.
No,
Laser beam.
and the loudest entry has now been chosen.
This is true. Whoever gets drawn next,
Now,
she's
did you
probably
know that Laser is coming
Well,
coming
it's a
through
good time
some
to have
injury,
nerves
but
partner.
she's as tough as they come, so she'll bear through it.
Oh, she's a 2-time former champion.
Yes, she has.
Yes. Look at there.
Oh,
And
boy.
Groot himself. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, here we go. The first controversy already.
We've
That-
only
we
played
didn't
one
pull-
time.
We didn't pull that head up.
We've
either. I
only
don't know.
played one time.
Do we have his eyeballs on film there to make sure he wasn't peeking?
Yeah,
in?
yeah. We may need a replay there. We may need a replay.
No. We've always wanted to play a second time, but we never got drawn. So, Laser! Here we go. All right. The Maze D team.
Now we know why he's got those 4 rectangles around his name.
David
there.
Mock.
David Mock. David Mock is a newcomer. It'll be his first year. He's a rookie. He is a friend of my son Rob's, and he'll probably be the youngest guy there. And he is very excited. He saw the video that Jim sent out, and he was like, I have to be part of that. So
Historical point here is the last time Robbie brought a friend for the first time, he won the
yes, he
won
did.
the championship.
Yep, that was Brian Orange. Yeah. All right.
Okay, now for
His partner, David Mock's partner, is
Jim Ryan.
Jim Ryan.
Our fellow Sparty.
And he was instrumental in spending lots of dollars
Yes.
on gold balls
Yes.
last year. So
I don't want to say he tried to buy himself way to a title, but
He did his best.
and mix them up so you don't
took
think
advantage
I'm,
of the.
This is the Blue D team. To be announced number 2, which will be probably one of Brian Kreiner's neighbors. And he'll be playing with
TBA 4.
TBA 4.
The always dangerous unknown.
Yeah.
Always dangerous
Unknown team.
You never
All
know.
right.
It might be naturals.
And we are now down to the E teams. Last 4. Guess who isn't on the board yet? Neither one of my partners here. Oh, there
Now
it
it
is
is.
now.
There it is. Brian Kreiner. 2-time champion. Your best chance of beating Brian is bringing some fireball or something like that.
Okay, Brian, let's see who your partner is going to be. Draw your own partner.
Alright. Uh-oh!
Wait a minute. Have they played together
No,
twice?
never.
Oh, boy.
Alcohol may be a
boy. 4 championships between them. Both double winners.
You see that laser?
So there's only 2 left. So that means it's Jim Gagliard and TBA 3.
I get TBA number what?
TBA number 3. So TBA number 3 again. Jim has not won titles before, but he is consistent. If you need 2 points, guy can find the middle of the ring like nobody's business.
All right, so now you know who your teammates are. And what we want you all to do is pick a team name. All right? You might want to get with your teammate if you know who they are and talk about it. Something that might be funny or appropriate based on, like, if it was Jim Ryan's playing with David Mock, and if David Mock's a big U of M fan and Jim Ryan's a Sparty, you might call them House Divided or differing opposite viewpoints or something. Just some kind of goofy name. Let me know within 2 weeks, by August 10th. And then I'll make up, for the board, I'll make up team names for everybody. The theme for this year's tournament is going to be pro sports teams. So we don't offend any Sparties, we don't offend anybody. We're going to do pro sports teams. Now, pro sports can be anybody you like or anybody you dislike. And we ask that crazy is your your driving thought here. I'm going to wear my Boston Red Sox hat, maybe a Tigers shirt. I've got an Atlanta Braves baseball jersey, or, if you guys have Lions stuff, I don't know why you would, but if you do, you can wear that, or Red Wings, or any sports team that's a pro sport. Okay? Every team will play every team in their division. So Maze A will play Maze B, C, D, and E, and then they will play Blue A. Okay? Maze B will play Maze A, C, D, and E, and Blue B. So that'll be the 5-game first round. Everybody will get those 5 games in, and then we're going to seed everybody based on the results in a 2-loss elimination bracket, kind of like World Series baseball.
So this first part is Rob's creation. Is
Right.
that correct? Rob created the first set of brackets. Here,
the 2 divisions.
Little raise of the hand, Rob. Good job.
Yep. And then we're going to use like baseball World Series brackets. So once you lose 2 games, you're out. If you keep winning, you keep playing.
That's after the first round.
After the first round. So that's 7 games minimum. And the winners will obviously play more.
And what will those games go to in the early?
The early games will go to 15. And then the first 2 rounds of the double elimination will go to 15, and then they'll go to 18 for 2 rounds, and then 21 for the finals.
So
Okay.
it'll be 15.
And so when I
by
timed
2.
it all out, it's like 60-some games. So it's going to fit, but if we go any longer, it could be trouble.
We're
also-
going to have 4 courts as well.
We're going to have 4 courts for the first time. We're making a new set of courts, so that'll help. There's not going to be any assigned courts this year. It's going to be play ready, Blongo. If there's a court empty, whoever's the next team, jump on it and go. Anyway, we'll have all the details later after Rob and I work them all out.
I'll get it. Sounds correct.
All of the money, remember, your $5 pot goes to the winners along with all the gold ball money. So those dollars for those gold ball throws. The final rules will be emailed to everyone after we get them all completed.
In about 2 weeks.
Remember, it's bring your own drinks, bring your own beer, all that kind of thing, and every couple should bring a small dish to pass. And we're probably going to have chicken and sides that we'll provide. But
Yeah, that worked out well last year.
Yeah.
And I think
the ribs, when you get this many people, the ribs is too big a deal. And I know we love Jim's ribs, but it's
too
many.
much work for him, and it's just better for him to be able to hang out with everybody.
So that's it. Any final words?
No, just looking forward to it. You get past the 4th of July, and what's the next big event in your life? It's the Blongo tournament.
That's right. That's right.
Well, once again, we want to thank Brian and Lori for hosting
Thank
this
you
year's.
very
Yeah,
much.
we're really looking forward to it. I wish it was under different circumstances that we're hosting it, but
No. Now we have 2 venues, and we move it around. What the heck?
Rob, any final thoughts on rules and past tournaments? Anything you'd like to throw out there?
Well, there's been some questionable things that have happened in the past. We talked about the gold ball, and everybody, gets 1 throw of a gold ball, but we had a situation once where we had a team that had 3 players, and all of a sudden they were allowed 3 gold balls because they had an extra player, which led to a mighty controversial victory that should, I'm not saying for sure, but should lead to some asterisks being around
It's
certain
kind of like
people.
Blongo with the steroids thing,
Kind of, yes.
Yeah, okay.
having players coming in cold, that's kind of a disadvantage too. So you got to kind of even things
right.
out a little bit.
It makes it even harder because you got a cold player coming in. So there's pros and cons and all this. We can talk over past things, but that's all in the past. The future is ahead of us. We're about 4 weeks away, and
Sorry, excuse me.
and that's about it. We're gonna wrap it up. Rob's gonna make sure we have a level playing field, although I'm not sure how level Brian's backyard is, but we'll figure it out. We'll try to get places where it works
Plenty
out.
of space out there to find some nice level playing ground.
Okay.
So,
Keep in mind for you new players, we will meet at noon and start at 1. Is that the
No.
1 and start at 2? If you continue to advance, it goes to 9 o'clock, possibly a little bit longer. So plan on a long day. And It's a great time. You meet a lot of very, very fun people, and you should be looking forward to it.
And please get there on time so that we can start on time, or even early if everybody's there. All right, that's about it. That wraps it up for this first ever pre-draw for Mike's annual Backyard Blongo tournament. Can't wait to see you there. Goodbye.
Goodbye.